differentiation. But before we start solving the problems, let's take a quick look at what differentiation means and the basic technique we will be using. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Differentiation is basically the process of finding the derivative of a function. Through differentiation, we can determine the instantaneous rate of change of a function with respect to one of its variables. In math, we apply differentiation using several techniques, including algebraic rules and derivative of trigonometric and logarithmic function. Firstly, there are 4 techniques of differentiation. As you can see from the slide, number 1 is derivative of constant, linear and power function. To begin with, a constant function means that the f prime is always 0, so it has no slope. Next, a linear function has the variable x, which means when you differentiate, you will get a. In other words, the slope is equal to a. Meanwhile, the power rule has a function that is equal to x to the power of n. So, to differentiate, you have to bring the power down to the front and subtract 1 from the exponent. Therefore, you get n times x to the power of n minus 1. The second technique is derivative of sum and differences. For the sum rule, it is when the derivative of fx plus gx become the derivative of fx plus the derivative of gx. In short, it becomes separated. Now, moving on to the differences rule. It is the same as the sum rule. The key difference is, instead of adding, it is subtracting. For example, the derivative of fx minus gx will become the derivative of fx minus the derivative of gx, just like in the sum rule. Now, let's continue with the product rule. When we want to differentiate the function, they are multiplied together. We cannot just differentiate them separately. We need to apply a specific rule, which is the product rule. Product rule formula is, if we have a function y equal to uv, we need to change the function into vu prime plus uv prime, and we can calculate them to get the answer. Now, let's move on to the quotient rule. The rule is used when we have to differentiating a fraction, that is one function divided by others.
Hi guys, I'm Mohamed and I have been given question 2 and I will show you how to solve it. Question 2. Find dy dx for the following functions. Question A. Y equals to 2x squared e to the power of sin 3x. Now we will divide it into 2 parts, which is left hand part and right hand part. Left hand part, which is 2x squared, will be our u, and the du dx will be 4x, and this 4x will be our u prime. On the right hand side, which is e to the power of sin 3x, will be our v, and dv dx is e sin 3x multiplied by d dx multiplied by sin x, and dv dx 3 multiplied by cos 3x multiplied by e to the power of sin 3x. The final answer will be 3 cos 3x multiplied by e sin 3x, and this will be our v prime. And we go to the main question, which is we're going to use product formula. Product formula is u v prime plus v u prime. Okay, dy dx. U is this u to x square, and this is v prime, our v prime, and this is v, our v, e sin 3x, and this is u prime, which is our 4x. And the final answer will be 2x e sin 3x multiplied by e 3x cos 3x plus 2. Moving on to question B, which is y equals to 3x squared minus 1 divided by sin x. Using the same method, which is left hand part and right hand part. Left hand part, u 3x squared minus 1 du dx equals to 6x will be our u prime. Right hand part, v sin x dv dx equals to cos x will be our v prime. Now to the main equation, we will use quotient rules. vu prime minus uv prime divided by v squared. Now dy dx equals to sin x will be our v 6x u prime minus u minus v prime divided by v squared. Now the final answer will be 6x sin x minus 3x square minus 1 multiply by cos x divide by sin square x.
Hello everyone, my name is Adib and I will explain to you about question 3. Here it is. Question 3 is about given x square exponent 4x plus y minus sin square root 3x minus ln y power 2 equals to 0. Find dy dx using implicit differentiation. So the first step is we're going to use this formula, which is u v prime plus v u prime. So for u, we're going to use x to the power of 2, and v u prime is we're going to differentiate the x2 into 2x. For v is exponent power 4x plus y, and differentiate v, we will get v prime, which is 4 exponent to the power of 4x plus y dy dx. Okay, and the next step we have to differentiate negative sin power 2 3x. We will get this. And then the next step, the third step is we have to differentiate negative ln y to the power of 2. So differentiate this and we will get this. For the next part, we're gonna have to fill in all the information that we have from here. Okay, so just fill in to the formula, and we have to multiply this, and you have to also multiply with this, and we will get this for our formula. And the last step will be we just have to fill in again like the equation. It's gonna be like this. We're gonna have to move 2x exponent 4 to the power of 4x plus y to the right side. So we're gonna move this to the right side, which is here. And the negative 2 over y power 2 dy dx, we'll move it to the left side, which is here. Because we have to move the dy dx to the left hand side. Because we want the dy dx to the left on all the equation to the right. So just multiply it. We have to factorize this, getting out the dy dx. This will be 6 sin 3x cos 3x minus 2x exponent to the power of 4x plus y. So the final answer, we're gonna move this one to the left hand side, to the right hand side. So this is multiply, it's gonna be divide. So 6 sin 3x cos 3x minus 2x exponent to the power of 4x plus y, and this will be over 4x 2 exponent 4x plus y minus 2 over y to the power of 2, and this will be our final answer. We'll answer the question 4 here. So we will use linear approximation to estimate the value of cube square 63.99 plus 1 over surd 63.99 correct to 3 decimal places. We're going to use this formula, which is fx approximate to fa plus f prime a multiplied by x minus a. So let x be 63.99 and let a equals to 64, because 64 is the nearest value to 63.99. And then we're going to find the fx. We're going to substitute this number with x. So, and we're going to get x to the power of 1 over 3 plus x to the power of negative 1 over 2. Continue to fa. We're going to substitute the same thing also. We're going to substitute the x with a, and just continue with the value of a. It's going to be 64. Calculate with calculator, and we're going to get this answer 4.125. We're going to have to find f prime x2. So use this equation and differentiate it, and we will get this answer. And then f prime a, we just have to substitute the x with 64, and then we're going to get the answer of, use this with your calculator, and we will get the answer with 0.019856. We get all this information, and we just have to substitute it with this formula. fa will be 4.125, and f prime a will be 0.019856, x will be 63.99 minus 64, and we will get 0.01. Continue with this formula. Multiply 0.019856 with 0.01, we will get this, and minus with 4.125, but we have to round off 3 decimal places, including to the 3 decimal places in the question. So we will get the answer will be 4.125, and the final answer will be 4.125.